The last one alive, a great start for Final Boss as Tots is going to be the player from FB to pick up the sniper.
And Ninja just evaded into the nade that he threw himself.
Tots with that sniper, putting body shots down. Ninja trying to put shots from below. We are still watching Ogre 2, the hometown hero, the winningest player in MLG history. This guy has 4 national championships under his belt. And so far this tournament, he has shown that he is one of the best support slayers in the game.
For sure. He's been incredible all tournament long. He might not have the stats that his teammates have, but he's a player that's going to know his role on a team and not feel bad whether or not he goes negative as long as he plays the right way.
Numbers do not matter to this Instinct squad. Ogre 2 and Lunchbox showed that in game number 2 that they will do whatever it takes to win. And if that means charging forward and sacrificing your life so that Roy and Pistola can combine for positive 20-something, they're going to do that. Right now, though, we are going back to the guy who just dropped 21 kills in game 1 as Instinct is the first one to arm the bomb, and they're going for a second one here, Chris.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, Roy has yet to die, and he is just on an absolute tear. He's about 2 or 3 kills away from a killing frenzy. Oh, he just got taken out. But he was the main reason he ended up stopping the FB charge and then dominating the FB base.
Look at this. Pistola's the only one alive, and he's going to stop the entire fended off 3 people. Final Boss, how about a little life here? I want to see a 5-game series.
I have to give lots of props there to Victory X. He did win the one-on-one versus Pistola, and he was the last line of defense there. He was the person who disarmed the bomb and immediately tossed it out. This is going to force a reset from Instinct, and he's going to buy his teammates a little bit of time to set up here for FB.
Yeah, for the sure. Victory X definitely playing with a new sense this tournament. He was actually one of the players I thought last tournament was going to prove that he was a top 5 player in Halo Reach. Oh my God, Roy, again with the grenade launcher. But I thought Victory X has been playing incredible so far this event.
Genius, can we see Roy? I think you'd make Mr. Shockwave really happy. There we go. Chris, Pistola or Roy?
It's been Roy this game, I'm telling you. You're not making only me happy, you're making everyone at home happy for showing this.
He just naded himself, Chris. I think you lied.
It's the curse, man. It's the curse. He's getting backsmacked, but meanwhile, Ninja was backsmacking Roy. Ogre 2 just waltzed in, got the arm, and got out. All 4 members from FB were down, and now we got a second plant coming out of Instinct. I was hesitating for a moment to see if FB was able to push up. They aren't because Lunchbox was distracted over top Spiral, and now they have the lead 2-0. And Instinct total control still of the map.
And notice how Instinct right now is pushing into the base, and specifically Ogre 2. He is on an ultimate flank to get behind this Final Boss squad to ruin any chance they have to set up, and he's going to grab the evade. Things are just looking up for this Instinct squad, if they can look any more up.
Super up,
whatever it is.
Way up high.
Victor X trying to fight off 2 players down low. I got your Pistola trying to charge after him as he escaped up the main ramp. Pistola going to change his attention now, going up the red lift, cutting off a player as Ninja is trying to escape. Great escape route there by Ninja. Will Pistola chase or will he have to fight Fear itself? Fear was injured. Pistola reacted to the call out, fights the battle, wins it, dodging his own grenades. Kind of sloppy from Instinct that time, and yet they are by far the best team in the venue here this weekend.
It's just impressive that they can make costly errors that other teams would make them lose the game, but they just spawn and their individual shot just destroys everyone.
You know, I've always said a team is at its best when they can just make a team. Oh God. when they can just make a team, not necessarily have to talk about strats, but have the natural teamwork just there perfectly. And I think that's what we're watching with Instinct. They're communicating great, and they just seem to always be in the right place at the right time.
Pistola putting blue shoes on people. Meanwhile, it looks like he's pulling out his DMR for this fight against Fear itself. Lunchbox is going to put some shots on Ninja, taking him out with a grenade, and now Ogre 2 is going to trade after picking up a kill on Tots. We got Lunchbox and Pistola working very well here. Now it looks like Pistola fearlessly is going to charge in and pick up a kill before being taken down.
And the thing that impresses me about this Instinct squad is even though they're absolutely dominating Final Boss right now, they still aren't being overconfident in any battle. You see, Pistola could have probably beat Fear itself in that battle, but he evaded away and regained his shields. Most teams, when they have the lead, are going to challenge every time.
Tots arming the bomb here. He's going to get double naded. Ninja is there to finish the plant. Ninja taking shots, though. And once again, Instinct clutching it. They're not going to let it happen. Roy's going to take him down. The bomb is not going to do anything, and Roy's going to get that bomb bottom middle. Final boss is going to have to reset once again. How frustrating does this have to be for the FB squad?
Yeah, that was really unlucky there. They got the bomb almost all the way to the end, probably about a quarter, half a second away, and Instinct just managing to shut it down, throw the bomb out of their base. FB hasn't had too many chances, so every chance like that, they have to capitalize.
Is that 5 or 6?
I mean, not necessarily. Maybe I was trying to talk about FB right
Okay.
Oh!
We got the bomb down once again. Instinct denying the disarm, and there you got Lunchbox pounding his chest. 3 straight bomb plants, and Instinct, just like that, is gonna sweep final boss 3-0. Ninja, the first one from FB to stand up and shake hands. The chant, God Squad.
You sound a little bit surprised there, Chris.
I'm just amazed. Can we pull up the stats here? And here we got it on Tots' screen. It looks like Roy is going to put up 21 kills, only 8 deaths. Chris, you said at the start of the game he didn't die for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, dropping the positive 13. Pistola +6, and Lunchbox is putting up the +1. Ogre 2 and Lunchbox combining for the 3 plants as Instinct sweeps final boss 3-0 in our first winner's bracket semifinals match. We'll be back to wrap Series 1, and we'll have an interview with a member of Instinct after this. Keep your tweets coming in to @JuliaAlexandria and @MLG Puckett. We'll be asking your questions if they're good enough on the stream right after this. Snipedown. Get real. You alright, man?
My feet are killing me.
Get real.
Hey man, you ready to get the ladies?
Get real. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Columbus, Ohio for MLG Saturday night. I am joined by Roy from Instinct. Roy, people were chanting your name, they were chanting Pistola's name, and at the end, they were chanting God Squad after a 3-0 sweep. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling incredible right now, man. This is the furthest I've ever been without dropping a game. And I'm just extremely happy to be teaming with the guys that I'm teaming with right now.
So tell me, what was going through your mind when you heard that you had to play against Final Boss?
I was really excited for Ogre 2 and Pistola. I mean, I'm sure after making a team change, you want to prove that you made the right decision. And having the opportunity to play against those guys, I mean, we're all great friends. I love those guys to death, especially Tsquared. And just glad we came out with the 3-0.
So you guys have now won 5 series, 5 best of 5s. You've only gone to game 3 each time. You are now sitting at 15-0. Do you think you can go the entire tournament without dropping a game?
At the rate we're going at, I definitely feel like it's a strong possibility. I mean, when we play our game, we feel like we're unbeatable. We want to be humble about it, but this is a series on LAN, and we're going to uphold that.
All right, I got questions here from the community. We got Steady Yo. What is the most important thing for practice for an up-and-coming amateur team? How did you guys get to the point where you're at now?
It's simple. Just put in the time. I mean, I got my first break in 2007, teaming with 5K, Fear Itself, Hokum, myself, and Lunchbox. And going in, we were the most practiced online team, and it showed we had the best teamwork at the tournament, and our chemistry was perfect.
Put in the practice. You can be here one day sitting next to me. And Roy, got to keep going with these community questions. Venomous Vision wants to know, out of all the teams competing here, which team has the most potential to take you guys out or give you a run for your money?
At this point, I mean, I would have said Quo at the beginning of the tournament, but now that they have a long road in the losers bracket, I'm going to have to go Dynasty. I mean, they have the roster to beat us possibly, and I'm really looking forward to playing them.
Is this the start of a dynasty for the God Squad?
I definitely think this is the start to the Dynasty. I mean, I have never enjoyed teammates as much as I enjoy these two guys, along with Lunch. Gotta give huge props to Lunch, man. He never gets the credit that I get, and he's honestly just the sickest player. Love the kid to death. Would never, ever be in this league as successful as I've been without the kid.
Huge shout-outs. Gotta love Roy. He knows his roots. And I got another one here. Last community question I'm going to ask you. Proven D wants to know, after that series, how confident that your team is going to go on to win this event?
Well, to be honest, before the tournament even, I knew that we had the roster to win this tournament, and it was just going to come down to whether or not we were clicking. And I think from the day one, the first online practice, we knew it was the right mix of players, and I think it's really showing.
All right, well, Roy, thank you so much. Coming up next, we have Dynasty facing off against Soul. I just saw Soul do a lot of damage. These guys came out of the open bracket back in Dallas. Have you had a chance to watch them at all this event?
I have not had a chance to watch Soul, but they definitely have 4 extremely individually skilled players, so we'll see that. It should be a great series.
And which team would you rather play in the winners bracket finals tomorrow at 3?
I want the best. I want whoever wins, and I want to take them down.
All right, Roy, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck to you and Instinct. Before you go, you have any shout-outs?
I got to shout out huge to Dr. Pepper, me and Pistola, sponsored players, and just a great shout out to them. And also my parents, my brother, all my friends back home, and the God Squad.
Shout out to Lunchbox, Ogre 2, Roy, and Pistola for putting on a show here in Columbus for us. Thank you so much. Best of luck with the rest of the tournament. Guys, coming up next, Dynasty is taking on Seoul. It's going to be 5 versus 8. Epic matchup here coming up next. Thanks, bud.
Thank you.